It's November 2001. The internet still sounds like dial-up static, your only email account is Hotmail or AOL, and you just spent the last week begging your parents for an Xbox. Christmas comes early, and you unwrap that oversized, glowing green jewel of a console and boot up Halo Combat Evolved. That iconic monk choir fills the room. The screen fades in on a giant ring, floating in deep space, and at that exact moment, the line between science fiction and digital realism blurs. Halo wasn't just a shooter, it was a window into a stylized future, one where colors pulsed, shapes curved, and the unknown was beautiful, not bleak. It was the ultimate expression of the Y2K aesthetic, and we haven't seen anything like it since. My name's Holotide, and welcome to today's video. Sometimes I like to delve deeper into the Halo zeitgeist and its effect on gaming and pop culture in general. Today's topic is something that goes hand in hand with the rumors that we're going to get a Halo Combat Evolved remake. I've seen a ton of takes on what it means to be a successful remake or remaster of Halo Combat Evolved, something that we've already had one remaster of. And something that I don't think gets talked about enough is the artistic direction or the art style. It's something so hard to describe and put your finger on. It feels like a moment in time, but I'm going to do my best to try to explain why I think that it's extremely important that whatever the next Halo CE remaster remake thing is, that it doesn't just focus on realism, and instead has a focus on art style, something that will make it feel timeless. Remember, if you enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like. If you're new to the channel and you love Halo, make sure you subscribe. I could be your third favorite Halo YouTuber. And without further ado, let's get into the rest of the video. Everything in Halo Combat Evolved was filtered through that lens of elegant futurism. The HUD was minimal, but meaningful. There was no clutter, it was just clean info delivery. Look at the Covenant. Their architecture was smooth, organic, often purple or blue with glowing lines that pulsed like a circuit board. The Warthog, chunky, utilitarian for sure, but it still carried that near-future military vibe. It wasn't beat up like a Mad Max buggy, it was rugged but refined. And then there's the Halo ring itself, an alien structure so enormous, so mathematically perfect that it should have felt overwhelming. But the way Bungie rendered it, with misty skies and flora, and that impossible curvature that's always hanging in the horizon, made it feel peaceful. This wasn't a dystopia, this was discovery. And that sense of wonder came from art direction that knew how to blend early 2000s optimism with space age myth-making. Now fast forward to today, and you'll notice something somewhat strange. Games have gotten more powerful, consoles more powerful, more detailed, but somehow less magical. We traded color for realism. We traded stylized UI for tiny white text in the corner of the screen. We traded imagination for fidelity. And when sci-fi games try to wow us now, it's often through sheer size or lore complexity. Where is that visual identity? Where's the sparkle in the interface, the weird in the geometry, and the soul in the silence? Games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, and even Destiny, ironically made by Bungie, have felt burdened by a need to be taken seriously, although Call of Duty has really fallen off that train. Now, I don't think it's their fault, and this is the trend, you can blame Fortnite, but in games chasing realistic graphics and realism, we've abandoned the idea that the future can look beautiful, not just plausible. In 2011, 343 Industries, along with Saber Interactive and Certain Affinity, released a remaster, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. And while it was a technical success, it missed the emotional frequency of the original. The textures were crisper, sure, the lighting was more complex, but in doing so, they added detail where there was once atmosphere. To me, Cortana became overly lit and overly defined. The Covenant corridors lost their dreamlike glow and became just hallways. To me, I think the metaphor is that someone took a painting and said, let's make it a photograph. And to me, Halo's strength was in its abstraction, its ability to hint at ancient technology and these untouchable powers without over-explaining them. And I think that the remake unintentionally put a lampshade over that mystery. But what if they tried again? Not as a remaster, but as a reimagining. One that doesn't chase these modern trends, but instead ask, what would Halo look like if it was released now, but still dreamed like it did in 2001? Imagine those wide open levels redone with volumetric light pouring through an alien structure. Imagine Cortana with a minimalist, AI-inspired silhouette, her glow rippling subtly with each word. Imagine the soundscape not just remixed, but evolved, with ambient synths inspired by that 2001 aesthetic. Not gritty, not hyper-detailed, but awe-inspiring. A version of Halo that treats every loading screen, every checkpoint, every alien world as an invitation to explore something strange and sacred. Now, some may argue that Halo Infinite was going in that direction, and I can honestly agree. There are points in Halo Infinite's campaign where I look across the horizon and I do feel like I'm looking at a spiritual successor to Halo Combat Evolved, one that just felt a little bit short. We're entering a cultural moment where people are yearning for color again. Kids are editing TikToks with VHS filters. Synth pop is one of the top charts on Spotify. Indie games are reviving retrofuturism, so why not Halo? Why not bring back the weird, the beautiful, the hopeful? Because at its core, Halo isn't about the Master Chief shooting aliens. It's about being dropped into the unknown and choosing to fight for something worth saving. A remake could bring that feeling to a new generation, but only if it's willing to glow again. 2026 marks 25 years since Combat Evolved changed the landscape of gaming. Let's honor it, not with just fidelity, but with faithfulness. Bring back the mysterious corridors, the purple gravity lifts, the ambient hum of Forerunner machines. Don't remake Halo to look like today. Remake it to feel like the future again. Because the best futures aren't dark, they're glowing. I think that if Halo Studios is able to capture this feeling, that they're able to bring CE from 2001 to today in a faithful way, that would go a long way into convincing fans and the general public that they finally understand what it means to be the curator of Halo. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment down below telling me how you all feel, both now after seeing this video and how you felt playing Combat Evolved for the first time in 2001 or whenever you played it for the first time. I'll be reading all those comments. Remember to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you around the ring. Peace.